Welcome to Backpass with Ras, and this is your host Ras, bringing to you a new episode. And on this episode, I've got someone who's known to be industrious on the pitch. He's known to be an indefatigable player. It's none other than Mr. Hasrin Jailani. How are you doing, Hasrin?
I'm good, bro. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for agreeing to be on the show.
No worries, bro. Anytime.
Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
get straight to the point. Let's get straight to the first question, which is addressing the elephant in the room. Recently, you got caught in some controversy of showing a middle finger towards the Lion City Sailors bench, or supposedly being showing a middle finger towards the Lion City Sailors bench. I'm not sure
Okay. Okay.
of the facts, but so that's
Okay.
why we are going to ask you what the facts of the matter was.
Oh, okay. Okay. So basically, it's nothing much. It's just part of the game, lah. But I think I should handle it much, much better. Getting older and all that. But I think I was provoked, lah. Something was instigated. So I don't want to go much deeper on that, but that's football. Something happened. I'm just passionate about the game itself, about the club. So when something like this triggers, then I lost it for a moment. I would like to say sorry for my action, but at the end of the day, things happen. Nothing to talk about actually. Nothing much. Like it's just part and parcel of the game. But I just go blank. And then, I think, as I say, I think I can handle much better than that in the future. I think no more of this nonsense anymore. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
TMSG is always very quick to catch people
Yeah.
on doing all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on TMSG?
Okay, TMSG is TMSG. I think they are doing something that is very crucial for Singapore football, but taking all the negative side. But anyway, everyone have their own opinion. How they want to do it, I think nobody can say anything, every time it's controversial things that they put up. But I think for something like the SPL, they need something to talk about. But I think TMSG have their own opinion on this, so it is what it is, lah. I can say, yeah.
Okay, let's go all the way back to the start of your life. In fact,
Yeah.
where do you spend your growing years at?
Oh, okay. I stayed in Circuit Road.
Okay.
A rental flat as per usual. I think during the 80s, most of the parents in Singapore, they stay in a rental flat. So I was one of them, I stayed in block 37 Circuit Road, the tallest block in Macpherson. So I have two older brother. All are 1 year older than me. Basically, if I'm 10, they are 11 and 12 lah. So we stayed in Circuit till all of us got married. Then after that, we moved out there.
After marriage, only then you move out.
Yes,
Right, nice.
yeah. So my elder brother was the first one to leave. Then after that, followed by myself and my second brother. So I go to Macpherson Primary, which is just across my block only. So the three of us went there. We were, just across the street. So we just walked on our own to school and all that, So life was very easy at that point of time, nothing much to do. So we started playing football at a very young age, as per usual, during the 80s, there's nothing much to do. So what we did was, we always meet our friends, and then we try to do anything we can. We play till, maybe 6:30 p.m. Every single day. That's where I pick up football from my older brother, actually. So both of them are good players as well. And then, as it goes, I went to Milo Soccer School. That was the only so-called football school that was available at that point of time. So my eldest brother was the one who went over to play first in Mountbatten, and then followed by my second brother. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, at 10 years old, I joined Milo Soccer School Mountbatten, or 11 years old, something along that line lah. And then I was playing with my second brother, his squad lah, because I was young, 1 year younger, right? So that started my football journey in Milo Soccer School. So back in primary school, I started playing football when I was primary 3. So by the time I was school team, yes. I trained with the school team, but when I was P4, I was already playing for the school team. So, P4, P5, P6, still P6 played for the school team. Not the best in our zone, but I think the best time for me to play football in primary school was in Macpherson Primary, because I got all my friends there, and we played. We didn't qualify definitely for nationals or anything like that lah. But I think that was the most fun time playing primary school football. And then I took my PSLE. So at that point of time, you choose 6 school, if I'm not mistaken. So so I chose all the top schools. So because I don't want to get into the school, so I chose like Victoria, few of the elite school lah, so called. Right across is Macpherson Secondary, but at that point of time, Macpherson Secondary, there is no football. So I don't want to go to Macpherson Secondary, and then I choose all the school in the east side. I think Pasir Ris was one of the better school in terms of football. And then, but I chose Bedok North as my third choice. Bedok North, at that point of time, Bedok North Secondary was not even considered one of the elite school in football at his own level. But I managed to get into Bedok North Secondary School.
Okay, so you mean, when you say elite, you mean elite in terms of football, not in terms of
yes,
education.
yes, not correct. Now, you see, my aim when I was young was to play football. That's it. So so I neglect my studies lah. To be honest, so I was just an average student. Every day was sports for me. In primary school, I played all sports, from basketball to sepak takraw, volleyball, all for school team. Nice. Badminton, everything. I played almost all sports, but I'm not good with my hands. So badminton definitely out lah. Anything to do with my feet, I was okay. Basketball, I was good as well for the school team.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and at home, was there a heavy emphasis on education from your parents?
I think maybe my mom was as like any other normal parents. They want you to study, but being naughty when we were younger, I said, I will study, but actually I don't study at all. I don't know what I'm studying at. So I just focus more on sports. So, but she always emphasized for us to, at least go into secondary school. That's okay. Even the result that you get, as long as you get into secondary school, she's okay with that. So, I managed to get into secondary school. Then she was okay. She was okay, yeah.
Which secondary school was it?
Bedok North Secondary School. So I went to Bedok North Secondary School.
School team again in Bedok North.
Correct. I think when I was in Sec 1, football was on the rise for the school. So the Sec 1 batch, there is a few good players. So, C Division, you combine with the Sec 2 boys, right?
Yeah.
And then we've got a good team. Yeah. I don't know whether you know Yazid Sawal. Yazid Sawal was from Bedok North as well. We've got Amran Asri. We got a few who played at S-League level as well after that. But I think we've got a good team. we managed to win the C Division Nationals in when I was in Sec 1. So that was in 1988. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So again, I started to play football all the way lah, from Sec 1 all the way to Sec 5. I didn't do well in my studies as well. I took my N level twice and then go to O level. O level, I did very bad. Then I wanted to go to ITE, or at that point of time, yeah, they already changed to ITE. Before that was VITB, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I applied for Bedok ITE, but I didn't go to school. I played
Mhm.
football all the way until I was enlisted for national service. Yeah,
That's nice. Okay.
yeah,
Now, on your footballing memories as well, now talk about football that you have watched in those years.
yeah.
How much football do you watch in those years?
Um, those years, I think football we can only watch once a week. If you can remember, it's big league soccer every Sunday. If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
it's 12 p.m. Right?
It's
I think
either that and Serie A highlights.
yes, correct. Or German league after that, if I can remember. But I know it's big league soccer. I think you played the song before in one of your
Episode,
podcasts
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Road to
So
Wembley.
yes, correct. So yeah, big league soccer was a big thing. So every Sunday we will wait for the show to go on, and then we'll watch. I'll watch with my brothers.
Mm.
In during the 80s, I love to watch Liverpool.
Mm.
I think I already pick up. I like to watch team that play passing game
Mm.
rather than long ball. English league at that
Yeah, yeah.
point, everything was long
Long ball.
balls, Wimbledon style, that kind of thing. I hate that. And then Liverpool was the only team, not even Man United at that point of time. So Liverpool with Bob Paisley as a coach, if I can remember, they got a lot of good players there. At the back, they got Alan Hansen.
Mm.
There was Ian Molby. There was
Yeah.
who else was there? Craig Johnston.
John
A
Barnes,
lot, a
I
lot.
think.
John Barnes, yes, correct. Peter Beardsley came in later.
Ian Rush.
Yeah, Ian Rush. So I love to watch. I think they are the only team at that point playing beautiful football.
Mm.
So I grew and watched. Oh, I said, this is beautiful. The football that they play.
Yeah.
I was amazed lah at that point of time. So
Mm.
yeah, Liverpool was the team that I follow. I never really supported, like, big fan or anything like that. But I just follow. I love to watch them play. Yeah.
Okay. Until today, you still support Liverpool?
No, I don't have any particular
Club. Oh, okay.
team. For now, I follow coaches.
Uh,
Yeah. After the 80s, I don't follow any teams. After that, Liverpool was playing differently. Then it's in the 90s. Man United was the one who played passing football, beautiful football. Then I watched them. So I'm not a fan of any clubs
club.
actually.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And watching in stadium, Singapore in the Malaysia Cup days, Malaysia League.
Yeah. So Malaysia Cup days, that was my aspiration. So when I was young, I said I'm gonna. This is what I want to do. I want to play in the Malaysia Cup. So that was my first aspiration as a player. I told myself I want to play in a national stadium and play in the Malaysia Cup. With 55,000 fan or 50,000 fan at the old national stadium. That was my inspiration.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Any all-time favorite players that you picked up from those days?
If you ask me about the English League or EPL back then, I love to watch Glenn Hoddle.
Okay.
Glenn Hoddle for me was a player, a classy player.
Mm.
So I love to watch how he penetrate the passes. I think since young, I don't like to score goals. I love to watch people who create goals.
Assist.
So
Okay.
yeah, assist, creating chances for other players to score, I love to watch that. Glenn Hoddle was one of them. Then later part it was Paul Gascoigne. But during that time, Glenn Hoddle and Brian Robson. So these two players, Brian Robson is the different kind of players, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's more box to box, workaholic, you know, tackles flying here and there. So I try to mix between these two. So I love to watch Glenn Hoddle, how he create goals. And then Brian Robson, the way his character, the way he going for tackles, I love to watch that. Yeah. Then Paul Gascoigne was also one of them as well. Yeah.
Okay. What about locally and also actually worldwide as well? Anyone from outside the English league?
Italy, I love Paul, Roberto Baggio. I love all the midfielders, Zidane, you know. There's a few names that I can remember lah. Yeah,
Okay.
but locally, I forgot which SEA game was that. I watched Hashim Hosni, if you can remember. He played in midfield. I can't remember whether it's 87 or 87 SEA games or
89 maybe.
89, the one that was played in Singapore.
Oh, the one
So
in Singapore was
yeah,
it 93? I mean
it
I'm a
was
bit
during
a bit
it
younger,
was
so I wouldn't remember.
yeah. So it
Mine was
was during
93 was the first one I
Uh,
remember.
so it was during the 80s.
Okay.
93 was already Tonghai. So it was 87 or something lah, you know. Hashim Hosni caught my eye in midfield, but definitely Fandi Ahmad was there. Idol for every single one. So these are a few players that I can name lah. Yeah,
Okay. Nice. And we share the same favorite, all-time favorite player,
of
Roberto
course.
Baggio.
Yeah, yeah,
All right. Now coming to your career in the S League.
yeah.
Let's walk us through from where you started from and where you ended.
Okay. Maybe I getting dementia. I can't remember everything, but I tried lah. I try. Okay. So I was enlisted to national service in 1995.
Okay.
So 1995, there's already a plan for the S League to start in 1996. So I was enlisted to the police force, and then I think the league just finished, if I'm not mistaken. The Premier League at that point of time, it was called the Premier League. They just
Premier
finished.
League, yes.
So
In
yeah,
95, right? Premier League.
yeah, correct. Yeah. So then I was enlisted. Then I continued my BMT. Once I finished my BMT, I joined the team for training towards the S League season 1996. And then they went to a few places before the league started. I was not in the team. I was dropped actually. Then Carlos, if I'm not mistaken, it was Carlos, the Brazilian coach, came in and took the
You
team.
dropped from the team.
Sorry? Yeah.
You
At
dropped.
first, I was dropped from the team to go to Nepal. And then when they come back, I rejoined the team.
Was it because of NS or?
I think it's because of position.
Right.
Yeah, so I think the foreign players already in Singapore, the 5 foreign players, you got Sergio, Lito, Egma, everyone was there. And then when they came back, they were looking for a right wing back. I was a midfielder, right? So I said, yes, I can play. It's not a problem. So I played right wing back all the way from 1996 till 1998. So that was my position because I wanted to play. I don't care. As long as I play anywhere. So I decided, yes, I told the coach, yes, I can play right wing back. It's not a problem. I was fit at that point. You know, during national service, I can run 7 minutes 30 in my 2.4, so it's not an issue. Wing back, you need that energy for you to run up and down and cross the ball.
Yeah.
So I told him I'm able to be a right wing back. I played all the way. I played all the games from 96 to 98. I think I was a regular in the team. So that started my S League career lah, I can say. Yeah.
That was in police.
Yeah,
It
so
was
that was
known as police at that time,
yes,
not Home United yet.
97. Then they changed the name to Home United. So they change of coach in 97, 98. Um, and then in 1998, I before the 99 season, I know that Robert Alberts will be coaching the team. He wants me to stay, but I decided to leave. I think we can go on into the details of that later part, I think. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's one question that you want to ask that I think is related to that. Yeah.
Never we can address that question now itself.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So I can say that one of my greatest regret not to stay in the team because I was
Okay.
with the team since 96. We didn't do well at all.
Yeah,
96, 97, 98. Home United was not doing well at that point. 99 when Robert Alberts came, I think Home United became champion.
yeah.
I was
Fortune
supposed to
change, right?
Yeah, so I was supposed to be in the team, but because of some issue with the then team manager, I decided to leave because I was very young. 90 young blood. I gung ho. I said no, I'm not gonna sign. I'm just gonna leave. So I can say that was one of my
Impulsive.
biggest regret because of my decision. I feel that if, for example, I sign on to play for Home United, I won't leave the club, just like ID, because ID was there as well.
Yeah.
We were the first few players in the team. Yeah,
So that's one question also out of the way. Your biggest
yeah,
regret. So now you know that, okay. And then
yeah.
you move on to a club. I think this club is synonymous with you, Geylang,
Yeah. So
till today.
correct. So I didn't sign for Home United in 99. I signed for Geylang in 1999. I was a youth player with Geylang since I was like 16 years old, 15 or
Okay.
16 years old. So the only club that I will go after Home United is definitely to back to Geylang. So they offered me a contract. I played in Geylang in 99. I played for Geylang. Alan West was the coach. Something that I feel it was after the 98 team. I think Geylang 96, 97, 98, they have a very, very good squad. They want to make a change in 1999, so there's a lot of youth players coming up as well, plus some senior players. I think 99 with the limited resources and limited players that we have, if I'm not mistaken, we came in third in 1999 with Alan Best as a coach. Yeah, so I stayed in Geylang from 1999 up till 2001. Where in 2001, as you know, that Geylang become champion.
Champion, yeah.
So
How was
yeah,
that season like?
oh, I can say for myself, it was a big disappointment for me
Oh,
because
okay.
because I played uh, only a few games before I got my ACL injury. So it was
Okay.
very, very, I think early part of the season. Maybe 3, 4 games, or I can remember is the fifth game or something like that. Yeah. So I got my ACL in 2001. So you just imagine in 2001 they became champion, but
You
I
were out
was
for the
out.
rest of the season?
Yes, I was out
What
for
did
the
that?
rest of the season. So if I can remember, it was in April or something. You just imagine, March or April, you got your ACL injury. It's 6 months you are out. So just imagine I'm out for the rest of the season.
Oh,
So I was only there, to watch their games and to celebrate with them during the championship. That's about it for me. Yeah.
mm.
So it was a
But
disappointing season for me, lah. Yeah.
watching the team, what was special about it and made them champions?
There was a good blend of local and foreign players, and then the team camaraderie was very good. We have local players who are hungry, local players. There's a lot of local players who are knocking on the national team door, and
Mm.
then plus good foreign players. You got Brian Bothwell, you got Alex, you got Billy Bone, and then you combine them with all the good local players. You got Noah Lee, you got Robin Winston, a lot of other players who are in the team, and then plus young players. No Rahman was there as well, up and coming. There's a lot of up and coming younger players. I think you gel it with the fighting spirit. Then you can fight Home United anytime, you know. I think it was a close race between Geylang and Home. I think Geylang managed to be the champions in
SAF actually.
2001. Oh, sorry, SAF, is it?
SAF
Yeah.
was second. You
Yeah,
won
so
the league by
it's,
2 points.
yeah. So it was between the three clubs lah, you know, the three top,
Yeah,
the
right.
three top
Home
clubs.
United
Yeah.
wasn't too far away.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
And in 99, you finished fourth actually.
Oh, four. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from this time, right, from the time you started in Geylang, do you think that the squad was slowly building up to winning the big title?
Yeah. So
Okay.
definitely, you look at them, you train. I think we have a very good pre-season with us. The coach was Janjung. He will whack you fitness. Fitness was the main thing at that point. Fitness and strength. I think it was a very good pre-season. Players was very fit. You know that. Going through the season, definitely with the players that we have, the big squad that we have, that this thing is capable of doing something. So I guess there's nothing that that can match the team at that point of time.
When you said Alex, you mean Alexander Duric that was in the team at that time?
Yes, yeah.
Was Robert Lim in the part of the setup?
No, Robert was not there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now then you move on to Woodlands Wellington. So
Yeah.
after
So along the way, I was injured, right? In 2001. As you know, my heart is Geylang lah. So the management came and see me and said, Hasrin, you didn't play much this season, so they want to deduct my salary lah for the next season. And I said, I spoke to them, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. I said, I will show you guys that, I'm able to come back next season stronger. Then they said, no, these are the only offer that we can give you. So I left. So in 2002, I joined Woodlands Wellington, with a point to prove to Geylang, to be honest. So 2002, I came back. I played for Woodlands. Karatu was the coach. I did pretty well that season, coming back from injury. But against Geylang, I can remember clearly. I killed Geylang. I think we played 2 rounds. There's no 3 rounds at that point. So 2 rounds, I played against Geylang. I killed them in terms of, I can remember whether I scored but I create chances for Agu, for Dixon. And then, straight away, Patrick Ang called me back and said, no, you must come back in 2003. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this time, did they offer you a better contract?
Of course,
how do you mend the ties with them?
For me, simple. When I left, it's always in good terms.
Okay.
There's no grudges or anything like that. I spoke to Patrick. I said, it's okay. Never mind. I think I know what I'm worth. I will come back stronger and I'll show you. So that's my word to him. And then he's also a man of his word. He called me back in 2003. But in 2002, it was very interesting for Woodlands as well. That's where Agu and Dixon was in the team. They came in for trials, if I can remember clearly. They came in for trials. I tell you, who's this African player, skinny. Dixon was 18 or 19 at that point. But I don't think so. He was 18. He looks 28, Agu was very skinny. But, you can see there's something special about this boy, So they have a good season as well, 2002. I think Woodlands did okay, not so good, but I think they did all right in 2002. So I left. I played for 1 season only for Woodlands before I left again for Geylang. Yeah.
You enjoyed your time in Woodlands?
Yes. I have a good time in Woodlands. I think local players, if I can remember clearly, Nasiruddin Sawardi was there, Zulkarnain Zainal was there. There was a few up and coming younger players. Kamal Nasir was there.
Oh, Kamal Nasir.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kamal Nasir. You got I don't know whether Ismaili was there or not. A few good young players. I think the team was not bad, with all the seniors and the senior local players together with we have good foreign players at that point, so we did pretty well lah. Yeah,
Yeah. Now coming back to Geylang, how
yeah.
you notice a difference from the previous time in Geylang?
Okay, so 2003, I came back to Geylang. Scott O'Donnell was appointed the coach already. I was feeling good lah. 2003, I feel much better than the rest of the season. I'm getting, I think, you are getting older, getting wiser. You are fit. I feel good. And then come Scott, who is known for his physical and strength work. He really whack us in terms of fitness lah. That's one thing that I don't like lah. I just want to play football, but no choice. You have to go and run together with the team. But we were fit. We were very fit team at that point, 2003. That's where Baihaki, Hassan, who else was there? Hafiz, all the younger players coming up was in the team. So Tong Hai was there as well. I think Tong Hai was playing his last season in the top flight football. A very good mixture of young and senior players. Yeah. You got Scott, who as a coach is not experienced, but he was given the chance.
He was
We
just
can
I think he just newly retired at that time, right? Was also a
Yes.
former Geylang player, right?
Yes, correct. No, he played for Tampines. He didn't play for Geylang.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I don't know whether I got this right. I don't think so. Scott played for Geylang. He played for Tampines. Yeah. So yeah, I think the team gelled together. We came in. Am I right to say we came in third again?
In 2003,
2003.
you were
Um,
second.
So but Scott did very well in 2003, where we qualify for us to play in the Asian Club, which called AFC, the second tier, not the Champions League lah, the second tier where we played in
AFC Cup.
2004. Yeah, AFC Cup. So in 2004, we played in the AFC Cup. That's where we did very well in 2004 for the AFC Cup, where we go all the way to semi-final. Yeah, I think Noah Ali shared this before with you when he was here with you for the podcast. So in 2004, we played a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
What I can say is that even playing Malaysia, we were on top. We were on top of the Malaysian clubs before. In 2004, we played well. We meet the Middle East team. We were unlucky that we didn't manage to be in the final, where we played the second leg in Singapore, but I think the ball just don't want to go in. So we lost in a semi-final by aggregate of like 3-1, if I'm not mistaken, or something. Yeah.
Okay. AFC Cup 2004, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then from Geylang, you returned to Woodlands.
Yes, correct. So 2004, 2005, I was still with Geylang. I don't know. I think one of the worst season I had was in 2005. We just came back from the AFF Cup championship, where we won. I think I was too tired. I think I don't have a proper rest when I came back. We finished off in January. The AFF, we finished off in January, but I think I don't have a proper rest towards the league. I can say that it was one of the worst seasons, because I don't feel good. I don't want to play football. I feel lethargic. God didn't understand at that point of time. I think the club as well just keep pushing that, no, you need to play. But I think I have a very bad season in 2005, and then till they don't want to renew my contract, that's where I left for Woodlands in 2006. Yeah.
Okay, going back to the 2004 AFC Cup, you actually
Yeah.
beat Perak in the quarterfinals,
Yes.
3 on aggregate,
Yeah.
and you lost the semi-finals very narrowly, 2-1,
2-1. Yep.
Al-Wada.
Okay. Yeah. So we played the first leg in Syria. So Syria was beautiful country at that point. No, the war was not there at that point. We played very well there. Is it 2-1 in Syria?
1-1 in Syria, and then
1-1 in Syria. Yeah. So Noah Ali was the one who scored, or Alex? If I'm not mistaken, it was Noah Ali. Yeah. So 1-1 we played there, and then we played the second leg here in Singapore. We
no,
tried very hard.
No Ali didn't score. It was
Assist.
Juric who scored.
So no only assist. Yeah, no only assist for Durik. So we played very well there. We came back here. We were very confident that we're gonna nail it. And then we knew that, okay, this we're gonna be in the final. But we were unlucky. I think on that day the ball just don't wanna go in. We have a lot of chances. You know, we attack, finish it, the game finish, but we didn't score. So we were unlucky lah. That was the best chance for us to be in the final, but we didn't. Yeah.
It's quite interesting that in the other bracket, the other semi-final bracket, there was also a Singaporean team there, Home United.
Home United, yes.
It could have been an all-Singapore final.
Yeah, correct. But the better chances was us, because we played one day earlier before Home United, or vice versa, I forgot. But I think we have a better chance because we drew 1-1. I think Home United lost their game there. Yeah, so yeah, so we have a much better chance to be in the final. So we know that's why we fought all the way, but unlucky.
All right. So sorry to interrupt you. Now back to your time. How did that exit from Geylang to entry to Woodlands occur?
Okay, so in Singapore context, once you reach 30 years old, you are considered already old lah. Yeah. So I was 31 in 2006. So they find that I'm already old. They don't want a renewal contract. So I moved over to Woodlands in 2006. Karim Ben Sharifa was the coach. Interesting team as well. A lot of new players that came in. Foreign players. We have a very good Lakat as our striker. Lakat Abdul Hadi. We have Simon Clark as well. I think John already left for SAF, if I'm not wrong. But we have good local players, good team. But we have good sponsors. We have Sembcorp still there. I don't know whether Sembcorp is still there also. 2002 was Sembcorp, something like that. But I think it didn't goes well for the team. We were mid-table, if I can remember. Yeah. So, but
you did win something.
We won. If you can remind me, what did we win?
Singapore League Cup.
Oh yes. In 2006.
Right? The first ever Singapore League Cup.
Yeah, with York Stenbronner. Is it York was the coach?
I'm not too sure.
I think it's York.
I check on that.
Yeah. I think it was York.
You hammered Sengkang Punggol 4-0 in the final.
Yeah. Correct. We won that. Yeah. So I stayed in Woodlands from 2006 all the way till I retired in 2009. Yeah. Okay. So along the way, there was Karim as a coach.
That team certainly that's closest to your heart will of course be Geylang.
Yes, of course. Yeah. But I retired in Woodlands in 2009. Nenad
Oh.
Bachina was the coach. Yeah.
What or rather, what caused you to retire? What's the reason behind your retirement?
Oh, okay. In 2009, I broke my fibula,
Oh.
and then I was feeling my body was feeling tired lah. So I told myself that whether I want to go through the same thing all over again every single year, or
Hmm.
I was given the opportunity in 2010. So 2010, Tasi came in as a coach, right? So Jekan was the general manager at that point.
Yeah,
He
Shashi
asked,
came in and
yeah,
coached 2010. Yep.
yes, correct. So he asked me, Hasrin, you still want to play or you want to go into coaching? I was already have my B license at that point. So I told Jake, okay, you give me 1 week to think. Then spoke to my wife. I think I decided that I think it's time for me to retire. Then I know that I want to go into coaching, so this is the best opportunity to start. Sasi was a friend as well, so
Hmm.
I was given the Prime League coach role, and then to assist Sasi in the S League. Yeah, so I took the job knowing that it's a crossroad. If I don't stop, then I don't know whether the opportunity as a coach will come again. So I decided to stop. Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah.
2007, yes, your memory is right. The coach is Jörg Steinbrunner.
Okay. Steinbrenner. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Now coming to the national team.
yeah.
Remember when you made your debut?
Oh, I forgot. I don't know. I was first call up. If I can remember, N96 or 97 was my first call up, building up towards the SEA Game. Um, but I couldn't remember when I played my first A match international game. I couldn't remember.
Okay,
Yeah.
but never mind. The first time you got the call up, you remember the moment?
Yes, I was first called up together with Noali.
Okay.
Both of us was roommate, and then we went to Perth. We were roommate. We went to Perth. A lot of senior players are still in the team. Was still in the team. You got Fandi still there, Malik
Wow.
still there,
Wow.
Tonghai still there, Saswa still there, Rafi Nazri. ID. A lot of senior players were still there. So it
Hmm.
was like something like I can say a dream come true, So in
Yeah.
96, I was just still 21 years old, being called up.
Hmm.
I think that was a memory that I cannot forget, lah. We still talk about this. I still talk about this with Noali, We were roommates and all that. Our first call up, we were just like a fanboy, lah. Yeah, yeah,
Fanboy moment.
yeah,
Okay. And you've been, I wouldn't say lucky, but okay, yeah, you could call it lucky as well. Fortunate to be part of two squads. Fortunate in the sense that, sometimes players play in and different tournaments,
yeah,
international tournaments or regional tournaments.
yeah,
Not always you get a chance to be a champion, but you
yeah.
won two AFF Cups. So in that sense, I'm not saying that you're lucky to get into the squad. I'm just saying that, to win this kind of regional tournaments is not easy. So luck needs
Mm-mm.
to play a part as well.
Yeah.
So what's the comparison between winning that one in 98
Okay.
and 2004?
Something to get the facts right. In 1998, I was not in the team for
Okay.
the Tiger Cup. If you can remember clearly, we played in a qualifying. We have to play in a qualifying games before we can go into the Tiger Cup in 1998. So again, one of my biggest disappointment was not in the 1998 squad because I was injured.
Oh
I can
dear.
say that my journey in national team was hampered by a lot of injuries. I was
Mm.
there I can say that I was there quite long in the national team since 97, I can say. But it's always injury that dampens my hope when there is a big tournament. So in 1998, I played in the qualifying round. The whole team was supposed to go for the Tiger Cup. I was unfortunate. I got injured. I was playing for Home United. I tore my groin. One big lump of like a tennis ball came out. Then I was out. I was out of the team. Yeah. So watching them lifting up the trophy was, it was a very. I'm happy for the team, but at the same time, I'm disappointed with myself for not being able to be part of the team.
Why
Yeah.
were you disappointed with yourself? Because injuries can happen. It's also unfortunate that you
Yeah,
were
so
injured.
building up towards that, since that moment, I think along the way I got injured a lot of times. When okay, one of it is against Man United as well, against Liverpool. I was not there as well. I was in the national team, but I didn't play because of injury. So like I said, I think I was a little bit disappointed that injury causes me the playing time with the national team. Yeah.
Mm, okay. So 2004, then you were very much part of the squad at that time.
Yeah. Okay, so 2004 again. So the story goes like this. I was, Reddy was, I think it was his first big tournament.
Mm.
He came earlier. He called up a lot of senior players. I missed the boat, and then I was being called up in one of the before. This was before the AFF 2004 Cup. And then they went over to Korea or Japan. I think Japan, and they played a match. The whole team was supposed to go and travel for the AFF Suzuki Cup, but I was dropped. Yet again, I
Okay.
was dropped.
Okay.
ID came back earlier from that Japan trip, and he called me and then he said, "Come, I need to train with you back again." I said, "Why?" He told me, "No, Reddy wants you to be back in the team, to be with the team, to travel with the team to Vietnam for the AFF." I said, "Oh, okay." So I trained with ID for a week.
Mm.
I was on my holiday mood already lah. When they travel, I know I'm not in the team, so I was in holiday mood. He came back earlier, so I trained with him for 1 week. Then after that, we traveled to Vietnam. So I was not prepared at all, to be
Okay.
honest. So during the first game, right before the first game, Fandi came. Fandi was the assistant coach, right? He
Mm.
said, "You get ready, yeah," because I said, "Get ready for yeah, get ready to sit on the bench lah." But I said, "No, you get ready to play." I said, "Really, yeah?" I said, "Bring it on lah." Inside okay, bring it on lah. If you ask me to play, I'll play. So I played the first game, and it's just my luck, or because of the performance, I think I played all the way till the final. So that's something that I can cherish, because I know that from a player being dropped, came back but played all the way until the final, and we won the cup. So something, a
That's a
great
beautiful
memory for
story.
me. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's something that of all the disappointment that I have during my journey in the national team, I think that was the something that I cherish most.
Is that your biggest achievement in your career?
I think for the national team, I think yes, or even I can say I didn't win anything in the league, but I think winning the 2004 AFF Cup, and to play in all the games, I think that was something biggest achievement as well.
Mm. And what would you say was the biggest disappointment?
Like I said, biggest disappointment. I really feel personally that who don't want to play with Manchester United at that point. They are the biggest team in the world. Again, um, injury happened, and then I didn't have the chance. Part of the team as well, part of the national team, but injured. Then after that, I didn't have the chance to play. So I think something that at least now getting older, I can share stories with with my children or my friends or anything like that. But I didn't have the chance. But I think that should be the one of the biggest disappointment as well, lah.
All right. I will also, I guess, missing the 98 PF Tiger
Yeah,
Cup.
correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, these two was my
the biggest disappointment.
yeah
Okay. And
yeah.
who were some of the best players you played with in S League and in the national team?
I feel in the S League because
Okay, in the S League, give me local players and
okay.
foreign players.
Okay, foreign players, there is a few because my position is in midfield. Tawan Sripan was a difficult opponent. Left, right foot, he can, he can pass, he can shoot. I think Tersak is another player as well. I hate nippy plays. When you are in midfield, when you have nippy plays, they keep moving. It's not easy for us to track them down. I think Perez as well, Home United. So these three are maybe one of the toughest that I came across. Yeah.
These are
Local,
as opponents, lah.
yeah, opponents. Yeah, yeah.
As a teammate?
So as a teammate, the best player is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Brian Bothwell was one of them. Billy Bone.
Oh, Billy Boone.
Yeah, so I think Brian Bothwell was a good player. Another player that I can say was, if you remember Zolzburg,
Yeah.
I don't know how to
Salzburg.
pronounce. Yeah,
Yeah.
very classy player as well. Left foot, right foot. You just run. He told me, you just run. I give you the ball. The ball comes to my feet. So yeah, these are the few players that I feel that.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
local players.
Local players, I can say Rafi Nazri was one of the best lah. They were on top of their game. Definitely something special. They are a legend themselves. So I feel that they worth a mention. Yeah.
Okay. Nazri Nasir.
Yeah.
All right. And in the national team?
National team, Rafi Ali. Who else? I think Rafi stands out lah. He was on top from maybe I can say 97, 98 all the way to the early 2000. I think that is why I don't have much gap because of these players, Rafi, Nazri, because they control the midfield. There's no way that you are able to play because they are still playing. Then you got Rudy Kairon as well. So these three players, you have to fight for one place or two place in midfield. I think it's very, very difficult. So I said that they are legends lah. Yeah, that's why I think my playing time in the national team, I was in the national team, but I don't have much playing time because of these players.
Okay.
Because they are still playing, so no chance for me to be in the team, to play in the first 11. Yeah.
Okay. And as an opposition, anyone you remember that sticks to mind?
If I can remember, Vietnam midfielder, what's his name? Hong San, if I can remember. I think Tawan was also still playing for the national
Thailand.
team. Yeah, for Thailand. The sub was still playing as well. But I think this Vietnam midfielder, he was very tough. Good creative players, hard as well. Not easy opponent. Yeah.
And which were in the S League now? Which were the toughest ground to play in as an
Toughest
opponent?
Ground, is it? You're talking about stadium, eh?
Yeah, stadium.
Stadium,
With, of course, with the atmosphere as well.
Oh, okay.
In the stadium.
I feel playing against Sembawang.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yishun
The
Stadium.
pitch, Yishun Stadium was horrible. It was always soggy. Then you played against a team of fighters. Not easy. Not an easy place to play, and then the team as well was very tough lah. Yeah.
They were like the Wimbledon of Singapore.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And how do you get into coaching now?
Coaching, back to my story.
Yeah.
I always know what I wanted to do. So I took my coaching badges during my playing time. Um, so just to share, I took all my license with Noali.
Okay.
My C license, my B license, my A license, and also now the current pro diploma. I took every single courses with him. So in 2005, I took my C license. Then 2007, I took my B license, C license and B license in 2007. Then in 2012, I took my A license. So I know after my football career, I want to try and see myself where I can go in coaching. So I know what I want to do as since my playing days. So that is why during playing days, I took my license. So I know that, once I retired, that's my pathway. And then I was given the opportunity by Woodlands Wellington to assist Sasi and be the primary coach in 2010. So I took the offer, and that start my coaching journey lah, in 2010. And in 2011, I was with ID Iskandar in Hougang. I was his assistant, and I was the primary coach in 2011. The best part was Noor Ali was still a player in Hougang, and also in Woodlands before that. I started coaching earlier. Then he was always with me lah. He was always the one to assist me, even though he was still playing. He will always come and assist me and come for the game and sit on the bench with me. Yeah. So that was the start of my coaching journey in 2010.
Okay. And so
Yeah.
far in your coaching career, what would you say is your biggest achievement?
Okay. I can say that I've not achieved anything till now at this point of time lah. I was given the opportunity to coach Geylang in 2016. I always wanted to test myself at the highest level. I mean, the highest level in Singapore is the SPL right now. So I want to know whether I have that courage, and as a coach, to be given the opportunity, I want to test myself whether I have it. So in 2016, I was the head coach for Geylang. Again, Wali was my assistant. I think I've not achieved anything. We came in off in 2016. Um, but what I can say is that 2016, Shawwal was still in the team.
Mm.
Um, as a coach, in terms of trophy, I've not achieved anything. I'm still young as well. At 50 years old, as a coach, you are still young. So I can say that to see Shawwal grow from where he was before and to be what kind of player he is right now, it gave me, because he was my player as well in 2016. I feel that at least I have a part in his development
Development.
as a player. Yeah, I don't want to say that I developed him before, but at least I have a small part to play, and to see how he is right now. I think I'm much more happy to see that. Yeah,
Okay. And how would you
yeah.
describe your coaching style?
Um, I love possession. Um, Definitely, when you love possession play, positioning is more important as well. I love to keep the ball, but definitely to score goals lah. And attacking is also part of it lah. So these three things that as a coach that I always tell myself to do lah. Yeah.
Okay. And who are the best coaches you played under?
Um, Along the way, not much coaches, but I feel for myself, I can say that in 1999, Alan Best was instrumental because as a foreign coach, I think I learned something from him to man manage.
Uh,
All this while, I have coaches, local, whether be it local or foreign, who didn't have that who didn't show that man management
Quality, yeah.
is yeah, the
Yeah.
qualities are not there, is very important. So I learned something from Alan Best. He's experienced coach. he managed the place well, a fatherly figure, but at the same time, tactically, maybe a lot of, at a point, I think players was important. Not much of tactical play, not much of, modern training or anything like that. But I see him as somebody that you need to manage the players, then bring the best out of the players. When you manage them well, they perform for you on the pitch. So that's something that I learned a lot from him. So I can say that he is something that somebody that impact me as well. Yeah.
Okay, and then
And
outside.
I have to say one more, coach.
Okay.
Radi is also very important.
Okay.
Radi, same man management, top class, but tactically he knows what he wants. Especially in the national team, if you look at it, in 2004, our backline are all players at least 1.8 meter. You got
Yeah, true.
Baihaki playing right back. You got Daniel Bennett playing left back. You got ID and Mani in central defense. So he knows at international level, I must have the height and build. Even though Baihaki is not a right back, but because of his height, we want to show the other team that our defenders are strong. He knows in and out of whether it's Asian national team or Southeast Asia. His tactics was spot on. I think that's one coach that I need a special mention for that. Yeah.
Okay, and then worldwide, any coaches have inspired you?
Obviously, it's Pep Guardiola. Pep and Bielsa. I think
Uh,
these are the two coaches that
has
I
inspired
inspired.
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So I think, as per usual, I think I like Pep because of how he managed his team, how he plays, how his team plays, and all that. But I think he learns from Bielsa. So Bielsa is another veteran coach,
Yeah,
experienced coach. That's something that I
and
try
also
to
Johan
learn.
Cruyff actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, and okay, now you are presently a coach in the SPL,
Yeah,
assisting Noah Ali. The tables have turned a bit here,
yeah.
but
Okay.
what would you say is the difference between the pool of players today as opposed to when you were playing?
I feel first of all, the technical ability is different. Um, Before you have good technical
Players.
players,
Mm.
especially locals. I'm talking only about locals. I think we got a big pool of good local players before. Technically, all are good. That's the main difference that we have. I think fitness now you can have better players in terms of fitness, but before the difference was the technical ability was excellent before this. The older players, I can say we lack of creative players as well.
Mm.
Um, you can't see. Maybe I can say right now after Shadan, there's not much players who are creative enough who can control in midfield.
Mm.
Um, so I can say these two that stands out the most lah right now. Yeah.
Okay, and the final question, the burning one: why is Singapore football where it is today?
This is what I feel.
Mm.
Time change. I think education is the making a lot of difference.
Okay.
Like I said in the 80s, you can play football. The school allow you to go out, whether to play for your or for the national age group or anything like that. They can tell you, hey, man, it's okay, you can go. You can leave school and go. It's not a problem. But I think at that point, education is not as I can say no parents lah. Parents um, push you in terms of education, but they don't push you as how it is right now. So I really feel that education is is key right now. You don't have education, you can play football, but for how long? So um, I can say that it's very important now for all parents for the kids to have a good education. Same with myself. I got two kids. My boy didn't even play football. I don't push him to play football. But for me, education is the most important thing. Um, I can say even national service doesn't is still during our time there is already national service, so I cannot say that national service is something that need to stop or anything like that.
Yeah.
We do our national service as well, but I think the education now is important rather
Emphasis
than
on education.
rather than sports. That's my opinion.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Hasrin, for sharing your memories. There's been some beautiful stories along the way as well.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having
Welcome.
me. Even though I'm not a big name in terms of Singapore football. I'm a silent worker, but I think you give me a chance to be here. I think I'm grateful to that. So I
My
hope
pleasure. It
you're
was a pleasure listening to you and hearing your thoughts.
yeah. That's a
I think at the start when you mentioned Roberto Baggio as your all-time favorite player, that nailed it. That's it for me. I would have ended the show then.
Can. Thank you. There's a lot of other stories I can share, but I think that one, funny stories. What kind of person I am. I'm happy-go-lucky. I have a lot of funny stories to share, but I think maybe you should
Another
call
time.
me and call me another time together with Noali. We got a lot of
Ah,
funny stories or
all
anything
right.
like that to share. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. But
Can.
anyway, thank you very much for having me today. Yeah.
Okay. And before we go, who would you want us to interview next?
Oh, okay. Man, I think two ex-players that you can call is Dali Supai or Zulkarnain Zainal. Either one you can
Okay.
choose. No problem.
All right. Link
Yeah,
me up
I
with
would
them.
love.
We'll get it done.
Can. All right, can, sure.
Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
very much.
Thank you.
This
Thank you.
this is me,
All right.
Ras, signing out. Please
Thank
listen to
you.
us, subscribe, like, share when this episode is out. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.